Hello. How are you doing? Get more excited, dude. You're supposed to be. What's up, you guys? It's YouTube. We're here doing a tarot card reading. Ah! Stupid. You guys are lying together. I was just listening to My Chemical Romance. That band is so like I had when I was growing up I had the Black Parade as like, you know, we all have like those collection, like that first collection of CDs that we had where it's like you would listen, like before iPods, before all that, like you would just listen to them over and over again, the CDs or the cassettes that you had or the records you had, right? You would be able to listen to them over and over and over again because it was like we didn't have everything at our disposal, so you got to get so much. It's like the things you did have, right, when you did go and choose like a CD or a record or something to go and buy, you got like you didn't know what was on it before you bought it. You had to buy it first, right? I miss those days. Those were good days. Like you had to like take a chance, right? You had to invest. It was a risk, right? You didn't necessarily really know what you were getting yourself into. And I feel like the things that you did eventually like invest in, that you bought, and if it turned out to be really good, even if it wasn't super good, there was still like this intimacy that you got with it, right? It was like you were like they were the chosen ones for you, right? Like you chose that band out of all the CDs in all of fucking Walmart or whatever. You chose that CD to buy. And it just like there was this intimacy that came with having a limited selection like that. I think that was nice. So I was listening to the Black Parade because that was one of the CDs that I had growing up. We have The Fool. I guess that their drummer, his name was Bob. He just recently passed away. Hey, stop that, Linda. Listen, come here. Come over here, because you're going to start snoring, dude. Come over here. Come here. No, not for you. I need to talk to you, dude. You do that every time. She's like, why are you talking so much, dude? I'm going to start snoring because you bug me, dude. Just come over here. Take this squash ball. Come here. Come here. Sweep over here. Come here. No. Wait over here. Wait down. There you go. Perfect. That's much better for you. No. Come up here. If you're gonna go anywhere, go up on the couch so I can wake you up if you start snoring. She says, what is your problem, lady? Not you. You're fine. I love you too. There was an intimacy that you got with like the records that you chose or the albums that you did have, right? Because sometimes we weren't able to have everything, unless maybe some people were, but that was one of the records that I had growing up. I also had Under Oath. Well, I can't remember. I think I had 2 Under Oath albums actually. I had the one that had a boy brush shred living in black and white on it, and then I also had the one that had When the Sun Sleeps. I had Paramore. The one like That's What You Get album, or Fences. I had that album. I had the Red Jumpsuit Apparatus, Don't You Fake It album. Trying to think, I had a couple more. I had the 9 in the Afternoon album by Panic at the Disco. Let's see, I know there's more. I had a Norma Jean album, or like CD. They were CDs. See, there was a couple more. I can't remember. I had the Kimya Dawson, Remember That I Love You. I had that one. There's so many more. I can't think of them all. Those are the ones that are coming off the top of my head. I did never have Escape the Fate albums. I wasn't that big of an Escape the Fate fan. Obviously now I like Falling in Reverse a lot. I think Ronnie's really cool. I think that he really transformed himself into a really great musician. Right? There was that instability though with Escape the Fate. I had a Black Eyed Peas album, but I got it taken away from me because it was too profane. Too profane, right? Is the word right, I think. I had a Devil Wears Prada album. That was a little, I think that was the hardest album that I had, right? Because Devil Wears Prada is actually they go pretty hard. I'm trying to think. I think that's all of them. I don't know why I'm trying to name all the albums I had, but The Black Parade was, I think, probably one of my favorites. So, we have Death. So, I liked Under Oath a lot. I liked Aaron Gillespie. I thought he was really cute with his red hair. My sister liked Spencer, which is like the one with the long hair. It's weird, like, watching their videos. You can, like, see my child. Like, you can even, like, I think, like, in the video You're Ever So Inviting, you can just, like, see the age difference. I don't know, just I can. Just, like, the impression that me and my sister had made. I feel like, because I feel like me and my sister were pretty, like, our natal charts were both pretty powerful. My sister's very powerful, right? She's a Leo sun with a Virgo Mercury and a Libra Venus, Libra rising, Aquarius moon. She's born on a Leo full moon. Fucking bitch, dude. Anyways, right, so she's technically that Cancer sun with a Capricorn moon and I think she still has Libra rising. So that would make her have Leo, Mercury, Virgo, Venus. Cancer sun, Capricorn moon. While I'm Virgo sun, Cancer moon, Aquarius rising. Interesting. I don't know one thing about my sister. We have the Eight of Pentacles, Prudence. Right? People might think that prudence is boring. People might think that being prudent or being disciplined or even like modest can be boring, but it's really not, right? It's not like somebody's always like that all the time. There's just, I feel like this person knows that there's a time and a place for certain things. They know when it's time to act a certain way. They know when it's time to not act a certain way, right? This person has like social etiquette a little bit, or they're trying to develop it, right? Social etiquette. The Two of Pentacles. This person could be a born in year of the rat. Jupiter in Capricorn. I'm a tiger. I have Jupiter in Pisces. You have the Ten of Cups and the Magician. The Ace of Swords. What's up? The Seven of Swords. We're 10 minutes in. Let's actually get to the actual spread. Sorry, that was just like kind of fucking chaotic. It was just, that's the energy right now, I guess. So you know, you keep fucking them up a little bit. Keep fucking them up, right? Little bits at a time. We're going for the slow kill, right? We're not going for the decapitation, right? We're going for little bits of a time. You know, like what's it called? That like ancient like torture machine that they would, or like the torture thing they would do, like where they would put like a drop of water on your forehead, like that. We're going slow, right? Slow and steady. You could be a Taurus. You could be a you could be an Aquarius even. Aquariuses are slowing down right now. Big time. There's this thing about Pluto where Pluto moves really, really slow. It doesn't move very quickly, but it does so much because it does the job so thoroughly. That's why the transformation is so profound with Pluto, because it has this ability to focus on one thing, tunnel vision, on 1 degree. And they break that 1 degree down, and he will spend a lot of time on each individual arc minute, right? Transforming it into something completely different. So when you're dealing with Pluto, you have to get so fucking mercurial because you have to zoom in. Like, you have to get the fucking zoom lens out, right? When you're dealing with Pluto, because it takes so long. It doesn't mean that it's not doing a lot. It just means that what it's doing for each individual minute, each individual second that it's in the sign of Aquarius, it's going to be transforming things, but it transforms things so thoroughly. It transforms things so radically. But it's like Pluto is the kind of energy where it's not going to half-ass a job, right? And it will even go back over the energies that it just fucking gutted and ripped out and fucking ripped a new asshole, literally. And it will make sure that the transformation that it's doing is complete, because Pluto really is like, it's the last planet, right? So it is like the inspector, right? It's the inspector, but it's also the thing that will not only correct all of the other planets, but it will fix the things that the other planets didn't fix. So it takes it a while to go all the way through a sign. If that makes sense. Pluto will set you up for success, right? Pluto in the end doesn't want to see you painful, hurting, like that. There's nothing in the universe that would want you. And if you think that way about the universe, then there's something within you that you need to fix karmically, right? But so long as you're working on your karma and you're doing the right things, Pluto might transform your life. Things might get hard with Pluto. Pluto might make you face the stars. Pluto might make you face the most darkest aspects of your minds, things that you might even, it will make you do that because it needs to transform you into, it needs to transfer power to you, right? If you have a personal planet or anything Pluto has gone over, it is profound, right? It's so far away, but it is definitely intense, right? We have the Hierophant. We have the stars and the Hierophant. We also have the moon. Think of the moon as like the manager, right? Or like the general, right? The moon is like Jan in The Office, right? It's like the person that, the inspector, right? It goes through really, really quickly. It's not gonna like go individually into all of your files and, right? It's not the IRS, right? The IRS is more so like Saturn, right? The IRS is more like Saturn, but Pluto is like I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, dude. The Two of Wands. Right? Pluto is really powerful. It's the higher octave of Mars, and Mars is war, right? But Mars is, it's very important that we have generals and people that can fight to protect us. But Pluto is like the president. Pluto's like the president, and then there's the general, right? So that's what Pluto is like. And then there's the north nodes, and those just hold karma, right? They hold karma and they pour karma out. So wherever you have your north and south node axis, your north node, where whatever degree that means in the sky, wherever that is the karma that you have the ability to transfer from the north node being the energy you're able to dump out to people, right? The energy that you kind of give out to the world. And then your south node is where you can collect that karma that you're dumping out. So for me, I have my north node directly on Regulus at 28, and the mean position, which is like the because it kind of like it goes back and forth, right? It's an oscillating apogee, I believe is what it's called, meaning it bounces here and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. It's not a planet, but it's a point, right, on the ecliptic where the sun and moon like cross paths or whatever. That's why it can like the moon can completely eat the sun or cover the sun so it goes dark, right? It's just a point that is recorded. That's what the north and south nodes are. So this point, I want you to imagine there to be like an energetic bowl wherever that north node is that is upside down. Rahu, right? Who is the sun, right? Like the sun, that's what Rahu is. Okay, so it might be this energy that thinks that it's better than. This energy that thinks that it can rape, pillage, and plunder and take everything that's yours. So maybe Rahu is a little bit like, is like the search warrant, right? That's what Rahu is like. Rahu is like the search warrant that allows you to go up in to wherever that astrological point is in that place, and you can just plunder it, right? Take what you want. So where is your north node at? What do you have access to power-wise in your north node? And then you need to go to their south node, and that's where you're going to, right? Like, think of it like this. Okay, so this is all the things that I've collected from my Rahu, right? We have all these little jewels, okay? So and you shake it, and then your south node is going to be like the bowl that collects all of the things that you're able to shake loose from, all the energy, all the material, all the karma that you're able to shake loose from that point in the sky. Right? If that makes any sense. You have the Chariot. So the south node, because it's the bowl, right? You can collect energetic karmas into it. So when you're having a transiting planet go over your north node, or if you are dealing with other people that have really good conjunctions to your north node, you can energetically move that energy. It's really cool. My north node is in the end of Leo and the end of Aquarius. So it's like the precession of the equinox right now is currently like right on my south node. So it's really powerful, right? Because it's right there on that. Considering whether we want to say that, because it's, wait, is it? Yeah, I think it is. At the very, wait. Yeah, it is. It's right at the very end of Pisces, or the beginning of... Is that right? It's at the beginning of Pisces, the end of Aquarius, because the precession of the equinox moves backwards. That's why it's super important, and it's completely conjunct it, right? The true node is at 0 Virgo, but my mean position is at 28 Leo for my north node. So my south node is 0 Pisces, or 28 Aquarius. I also have Jupiter in the same sign as my south node, but it's really far away, right? It's like if I have at the beginning of Aquarius is the sidereal placement, or if I have it, it's in the like 19th degree of Pisces. So Jupiter will really give this beneficial energy to whatever is, like, it will give you the optimistic side of things. It will give you the ability to expand those things that you're able to collect from that placement. It will expand it. It will give it the space to grow. It will give it the ability to grow and become abundant. I believe it's the in my like solar human design chart, I have that entire channel, and it's the preponderance of the small, right? Something like that. The 950, which is a gate that connects the root chakra to the sacral chakra. It's a transmuting gate, and it has like this. It's a transmitter. I'm not sure, but it goes on and off and on and off and on and off and on and off. It like flashes. It's not like a consistent on and then off. It's like it waves, right? It's what does she call that? I don't remember. We have temperance, right? That pouring act that temperance does with the bowls. That's kind of what I'm talking about. We also have the Ace of Cups and the Devil. It was a good reading. We just had 22:55 on the timer. It wasn't so much of a tarot card reading. I didn't really get to a spread. I pulled a couple cards, but that's just kind of my personal, through working with the nodes, right? Like you learn what they tell you it means, and they say that you're supposed to be headed towards your north node, because if you're headed towards your north node and someone is teaching you about your north node and you're not sitting in your south node, then they can energetically imagine or take the place of your south node and collect those jewels that you're dropping from the Rahu. Another thing to think about, if we're looking at symbols, another really good representation of Rahu is these headphones. Right? Rahu looks like this. Exactly like this. Ketu looks like this. That's all. Anyways, I gotta go now. Bye.